The best. Man, he got to be considered the best. Yeah, man. He man, and that Kelsey he's the best sidekick. Yes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're better. Casey's better though.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
Yeah, they pull off stuff. Brady can pull, you know, on the scramble and the 9-second play. He just threw it up like he was throwing it away, and Kelsey was right there to catch it. That was brutal. I wanted them to lose, man. I really wanted to see Baltimore. I wanted to see Detroit, but
it's still open for the coordinator.
Yeah. Yeah. No. In premier games like that, you gotta stick with the rules, man. You might want to throw it, you might want to go for it. You gotta take those points, man. Never take those points off the board.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Only time you go for it is like this fourth quarter, and you down. And it ain't no coming back if you don't. You know, if you punt it away, you know the game over.
That's enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Yeah, man, that's embarrassing.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Offensively, far from ideal.
I wouldn't say Chiefs so bad, but also sick of Chiefs and San Francisco. But from last year, when Purdy got hurt, I think they would have won it last year.
This is happening early.
But yeah, so if Purdy stayed healthy, the way Purdy took off running, man, he's so unexpected. You don't prepare for that. You prepare for him to stay in that pocket, and that's where they're going to have to beat him at. They're going to beat him. Yeah.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
He's going to find a way, yeah. Obviously, we've been together but the way the resilient San Fran came back, and I'm looking at how KC was making a lot of mistakes with Baltimore, giving them second chances. They started pressure.
In motion left is Davis. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Yeah.
So consecutive.
They shook Lamar up. Lamar, they took his mind all out the game. He didn't know to go left, right, throw it, down it.
Really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these
but
turnovers that we've seen early?
They had the actual momentum when Flowers dove in. He should have just tucked it with 2 arms, just like sticking with the rules, man. This is a premier. You got to do with.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side.
And
he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I knew why he died. He died. He just didn't think that arm was going to get pulled back, which released the ball.
An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Yeah.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, they had the momentum. If they would have scored then, I think they would have at least brought it back to a tie, overtime, or got. They had the momentum all the way up to that point. But then he got mad, slammed his hand on the bench, cut it. That just threw his mind all the way out. So he was never the same. That. Say it again.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the position.
See, that what messed them up. When Likely threw their hand up like I'm open, you don't do that unless it's one-on-one. You had 2 guys crashing in. And I know Lamar, he can zip it, but Lamar didn't think. He just said, "Oh, he opened too," and he threw it. He knew it was over with when he left his hand. He was like, "Oh man." I think his helmet cracked. He slammed it so hard.
Maybe their splits a little bit in
order
to try and get to the ball even faster.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 88 yards. And the Bills use
I love Gills. I didn't even pay attention to him at Alabama. I knew they keep good backs, but he is fast as fucking hell. Yes. He's like Flowers. Flowers and him, they're the fastest.
That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Yeah.
Allen going to change the look here.
Oh, but guess what about you guys? You got to L.A. Clippers. I mean, Chargers. They get Harbaugh. Y'all get Harbaugh from Michigan.
But I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up.
Yeah, I don't like that number 3 that Sam.
So from the 39 now,
I got to watch him even in this game. I got to keep my eyes on him because which side of the field he's on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Radius.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Quick here, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Who I got winning? It's hard, but like I say, Sam, I'm sick of Mahomes.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
Okay, my biggest letdown, man. I was drinking. My sister she has a hookah lounge here in Atlanta, and they hadn't had their liquor license yet. They had just got it going, so she had a Super Bowl party for back when the last one, I think, with Patrick and Brady, and that was the year that Patrick, they led the league in points history in the season, and they didn't score one touchdown in the Super Bowl. I was so freaked out and pissed. I drunk my whole bottle of rum. I came home, crashed my car right in front of my door. I made it all the way to the house. Yes, man. I said, and I bet all my money on Patrick Mahomes. And ever since then, I didn't, like you say, he's different. He wasn't different that Super Bowl. So I was like, man, it was rigged. They had Tom Brady to win it. It had to be rigged. Them boys scored all those points that year and couldn't score one touchdown, only field goals. I said, no, this is embarrassing. So I lost a little money. I was depressed about it. Got to drinking. I lost 300, actually. That was a good little ticket. I'll put it all on home.
It's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yeah. He's finesse. He's too finesse. And he can throw in getting tackled. He could be getting sacked and still throw that thing sideways.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to
pretty
carve
good,
out
man.
about 6 there. Down to
If
the
I was a little
37.
kid right now growing up, that's the guy I want to be like the MJ. I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Mahomes. When he came in the league, his style has been the same. He never changed it, and it was different. It was always different to the NFL, and nobody could figure out.
Allen off the play fake.
Oh.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Yeah, see, that's my team. That's where I'm from, Atlanta. So I was rooting for him this year, but we had no quarterback, and the coaches 3rd and long, they still running.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. The chain gang hustling to catch up.
That's why I wanted it so bad. If Atlanta got Justin Fields, man, yeah. But if Atlanta got Justin Fields, man, it's on.
In motion left is Davis.
Yeah. Who's going to get, who they say the last team to get, who's going to get the first pick? So somebody got a trade.
2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Yeah, USC. Yeah. Let me ask you one more question.
The 6-yard line.
What do you think Deion Sanders' is going to do when he gets to the league?
Here's Allen.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like Lamar, he ain't as fast as Lamar, but he can run and he has a dart. He has a great straight throw. He's very accurate. And if he toned down the jitteriness to take off like Lamar was in the first years of his, and settled in and learn to, prolong the play instead of just taking off running versus, taking the chance on injury.
Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
Yeah, Stroud's good. I didn't know he was good.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Who you say? Denver?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
See, another thing, like all the teams that's pretty good, like Philadelphia got hurt, so I think a lot of these teams are gonna get broken up this year. They're gonna. A lot of teams, like, if they didn't do it this year, they do it last year. They tried last year. They got there last year.
Now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of teams that's going to be broke up with new addings and new subtractions.
Now here's 2nd and 3.
Who's that? Yeah, I think he's going to leave, man. It's about his time.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
What would be a good team for him?
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped.
They get a quarterback.
And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points.
Yeah.
But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Yeah, I grab a good quarterback out of college and let Watson release Flacco. Flacco washed up, man. He did his thing. In Baltimore, he did good, you know what I'm saying? And he was my nemesis because he got drafted with Matt Ryan, and I always wanted him to outdo Matt. I mean, I wanted Matt Ryan to outdo him, and Matt could never get him. We got to the Super Bowl and let down. I was like, man, let Flacco have it. He's better out of class.
That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
If I pay money to that much money, your ass is gonna play to your ass get woke up. I want you to run it every time. And not saying I want to mess up my money, but I want to get my money's worth. If you go shoot and sit up, a lot of people they get that money and they turn down. They just don't do the extra efforts. They just sit, basically they got their bag and hey, I'm good. I don't have to prove that I don't have to give them a championship. They want me to. They pay me for this, but hey, shit, it's in my pocket.
The Charger drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it?
This is his best chance I thought this year. I don't think if he and I said, he did so much to try to get that contract that it's like he's stuck there now. And I would think he probably fell off.
Escaping the pressure
going somewhere else. Got him again.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked
Washington
about
is good.
They're
slick, good, man. That defense, they like I say,
when you can't do that,
it's certain teams. It's a lot of good teams out there. If they just had a great quarterback, a pretty good quarterback, they would be. Yes. Yeah.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Yeah, see, Jordan Love, man, he takes too long to get going. Like those first, I didn't think they was going to make the playoff when Atlanta beat them. I was like, okay, that's it for Love. I'm looking up at the Jets and looking for Rodgers. What about Rodgers?
I think he needs a little bit better.
You think he going? If he come back, he got a lot of competition now. So I don't know about Jets, man. He can come back and be the same Aaron Rodgers, but with these new cats. With Patrick Mahomes, and then you got Stroud, and then you got Khalid coming. And
now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
You got Buffalo. No, with the Jets, you got Buffalo, the AFC North. Who else?
And now again. The play clock's going to run out on him.
I'm not sure, but I know Buffalo's
getting everyone set, and the clock hits zero before
Dolphins,
they can snap it.
Jets,
you
Dolphins,
can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And that, those, okay, AFC. Browns, Raiders. Yeah, is it New England? No. New England's in there with Miami and Buffalo and Jets. That's right.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Allen going to change this at the line. On second down, here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Diggs in motion right. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So we've reached lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. On 4th down, Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3, they got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. In motion right is Davis. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tyler Matakevich buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. In motion left goes Allen. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 51 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 2nd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, Allen. And got his man complete. Stephon Diggs. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hines. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Hines again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
An audible here to get a new look.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
there to make the grab.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert on 1st down now. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Again, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 30 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Allen going to change it up.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things up.
On play action, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Herbert to throw.
Allen's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Herbert.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Here's 1st and goal.
One last throw here for Herbert.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.